facing pet rescue centres as record numbers of dogs are being handed in due to the cost of living.
Yeah, one of the places that's currently receiving hundreds of abandoned pets is the Many Tears Rescue Centre in Wales. But we're going to do something about it because we're joining Dr Scott live there now. Scott, great to have you with us. And hopefully we'll get some good news off the back of this, because I imagine these guys are going to get adopted today after what you're going to do. But there's some worrying statistics overall, right?
Absolutely. Good morning, Dermot. Good morning, Alison. I'm here, beautiful Carmarthenshire countryside, here in Wales at Many Tears Rescue Centre, as you say. The sun is shining, but actually there is a massive dark cloud across rescue centres up and down the country because they're being inundated with dogs needing new homes. Now, we heard about the term the pandemic puppy. Loads of people were getting dogs at the start of 2020. Everyone thought it was a great idea to do so. But unfortunately, there wasn't the support of vets and behaviourists. A lot of them developed issues. And now with people able to go on holiday, plus the cost of living crisis and the war in Ukraine leading to increase in inflation and costs of fuel rising, the cost of owning a dog is really prohibitive. And the RSPCA and the National Animal Welfare Trust have come out to say they're really concerned that all rescue centres in the UK are reaching breaking point. And certainly the Birmingham Dogs Home has seen a 53% rise in the dogs entering their rescue centre compared to the same time last year. So all these dogs behind me need homes, but the lovely lady who's the co-founder of Many Tears is Sylvia Van Atta. Thank you so much for having us. So first of all, why do you see the rise in dog numbers here at your centre?
Some dogs didn't fit in homes, or they hadn't been able to train them. Other people have been kept breeding because there was a big demand. They didn't know when to stop. And now there are a huge amount of dogs, and some of the breeders are finding that they can't sell their puppies, and we're getting more and more dogs in. And then, of course, there are all the dogs in Ukraine who need to go to Romania, and they need to make space in Romania to bring them into here. And there's no money. People are worried about their money and support for these animals. It's very hard.
It's a real struggle. And
yeah.
I mean, Axel, that you can see here, he's an example of a dog that was just really an inappropriate pet for the owners that have had him. He's bounced from pillar to post. He's a Malinois. I think we'd all agree he's not a first-time dog owner's dog. They need a lot of specialist care and attention. He's an amazingly intelligent boy, though. He just needs someone who loves a lot of walking, and also he's a big fan of squeezy cheese, so hopefully you've got some of that at home. Let me introduce you to some of these other guys we've got here. So this is Zeus, like a walking fluff ball. Absolutely gorgeous boy, aren't you, mate? Now, he's originally from Romania. We don't know exactly how old he is, but he, as you can see, is a big softie. Loves cuddles, don't you? He's a very, very good boy. And he could be alone with other dogs. Just loves a little bit of the belly scratching, don't you, mate? Which I'm sure you'd all be able to help him with. We've got Bumblebee next. So Bumblebee's a little Frenchie, about 8 years old. Now, unfortunately, she was an ex-breeding dog, so she has a few emotional issues that need to be ironed out. She has been adopted once, but it's returned back to the centre. But she's a lovely lap dog. She probably just wants to be by herself, doesn't need long walks. So if you're a couch potato, you'll absolutely suit this lovely dog here. Carmen is a beautiful German Shepherd, aren't you, baby? She actually had her spleen out just a few days ago as part of a routine surgery, but now she's doing absolutely wonderfully. She's a beautiful dog. She absolutely loves people. You can see she's absolutely lovely. So if you've ever had a German Shepherd, then I'm sure that she is the dog for you. Now, who have we got here? We got Dell Boy. Dell Boy. What a fantastic name. Dell Boy is a boxer. He's a bouncy boy. He's an ex-breeding dog, very energetic, sociable. He would, I think, suit someone who has a bit of dog training experience, because he's still pretty bouncy, isn't he? So we've got muscles here looking after him today. So next up we got, I love this, Dave. I had a dog called Dave. I used to take Dave to the pub. Me and Dave go to the pub. And it looks like Dave has been going to the bakery because he's a little on the chubby side. So we need to get Dave exercise. Don't we, big fella?
So
he's looking really
look at him.
Sorry, Dave. But he is a beautiful boy, isn't he? Very affectionate. He loves cuddles. He loves food, clearly. But, yeah, we do need to work on his exercise. Apparently, he's a little stubborn because he doesn't like being told to get off the sofa. But he does need to get off the sofa and get on the treadmill, young man.
Oh, that dog is for me.
Yeah, you do. Right, so we've got Teddy Bear here. Look, teddy bear. Now look, two different coloured eyes, absolutely beautiful. Now you can see with Teddy, a 1-year-old Pomsky, given up by the former owner, just finding it tough financially. So in a shelter, a little bit stressed, so it would be really great to go home as soon as possible. Very good on a lead, as you can see, really well behaved, doesn't pull, good with other dogs, does get a little bit overexcited with other dogs, occasionally likes to hump them. So just, that's fine, we can work on that. Susie, and look, puppies!
Oh,
Look, Susie came in pregnant. Happens a lot, Sylvia said. Absolutely beautiful puppies here. Pomeranians. They're just so beautiful and sweet, and they just need a loving home. So they're 6 weeks. They'll be going to new homes in a few weeks' time.
I want all of them.
Oh, so lovely. Now, finally, we're going to get to Etta. Now, Etta's a Cavachon. She's an ex-breeding dog. They do see a lot of them out here in Wales. They've come from breeding farms. She's a lovely dog, really calm, just wants a forever home, don't you, darling, where she can learn the ropes of being a house dog, possibly with another dog. And then finally, Cairo. Now, can you believe Cairo has lived in kennels his whole life? He's also an ex-breeding dog. He's an absolutely beautiful natured chap, such a gentle soul, aren't you, sweetheart? And he just needs a loving home with a loving family, just to give him that end to his life that he really, really deserves. So there you go. I mean, there is just so many dogs that need homes up and down the country. And what I would say to everyone watching at home is dogs are expensive. It's thought that the cost of dog ownership is £250 a month now, about 40 grand across the life of a dog. So even though all these dogs desperately do need homes, if you're feeling the pinch at the moment, the cost of living crisis is affecting everyone, then don't get a dog. But please do support all the rescue centres up and down the country doing incredible work for the welfare of dogs.
Thanks a million,
Thanks, Dr. Scott. We should say that the actual website has actually crashed at the moment, so just wait a little bit longer.
Up there now,
and a little bit
make a note of
later, just go back online.
It's crashed because so many people are getting on it.
I know. So many people want these beautiful dogs.
We should do that.
Thank you, Dr.
You know what? I
Scott.
do that every week. I think we should do that.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Such a nice idea.